Zion and Aleph. And it's been quoted other times, and I've heard Rebbeim say it, and it's so true. And just quickly, Rabbi Chanina says, "Harbe," right? He's quoting a story, but one of the Rabbanim says, "Harbe lamadati mirabosai, mechavira yosem mirabosai, mechamideh yosem mikulam." Right? That he's talking about how people learn a lot from the Rebbeim. This is the Rebbe talking. He said, "I learned a lot from my Rebbe, my Rebbeim, from my friends. I learned even more, but from my Talmidim, I learned the most out of all of them." And just the idea that I want to talk about is just being here with you guys. Being here with Shana Bet, that it's kind of for something that's coming to the end. I can honestly say that I've learned so much from you guys. You've really been an inspiration to this yeshiva and to the guys here. And before I put you on a higher pedestal, the other part of the Gemara that I want to talk about is on Chaf Aleph one of these, where it discusses, in short, just how, and I'll give one example where it's not, there's many places throughout Jewish history, and for example, I'm talking about Matan Torah, where the reason why the mountain was so important wasn't because of the mountain itself. It was because what was done on the mountain. It was because Hashem and the Torah and everything was given there. Obviously, we have a much of Parshat Tov Tuayu, but this building has no inherent kedusha in respect to Torah Shaga. It's Torah Shaga that makes this building what it is. Right? We can go anywhere, and wherever we are, you guys are the one that makes it this incredible place where people have a chance to grow and learn. And when you take an incredible group like such as yourself, Shana Aleph, which are an unbelievable group, Shana Bet, which I've been with for a year and a half, and obviously it's very emotional that some guys are going to be leaving. But the Shana Aleph guys need to take a lesson and understand where the next step is. Right? They have an amazing Shana Bet here who has really has set the bar really high. In respect to being in the base, respect to the Ruach here, there is really going to be a lacking here, but I'm so confident with the Shana Aleph guys and with you guys and what you guys are doing so far that you are going to for sure be able to pick up the slack and even go to higher heights. And I just want everyone to realize how much we've accomplished so far and how much more there is to go and how much more you guys can accomplish and grow. And what I always talk about at any point when people are leaving, I spoke about it when I was leaving in my third year, the aspect of just a Karas Tov, where go over to a Shana Bet guy, that really had an impact on you. And most importantly, even though they're not going to be physically in Israel, they are available, through the phone, through email, through texting, WhatsApp. Stay in touch with them. Right? There's no reason that just because they're not in Torah Chaga doesn't mean that you can't have a kesher and continue to grow and to continue to help them have some sort of connection, back here. And I'm really, I'm really such a close for me to be able to be in the Madrid for you guys, for the Shana Bet that are leaving, and continue for the Shana Aleph. And I really look forward to the rest of the year. So I'm just going to finish with Tanis and then do the Hadrons, and Etan's going to Nikisiyam and then say Kaddish. So on the last stop, Amar Ula Vira Amar Rabbi Elazar Asher Kadosh Baruch Hu La'asos Machal Tzadikim. Right? In the future, Hashem is going to make a circle for the Tzadikim. Just interesting to point out, the Shoresh of Machal here is Mem Ches Lamed, of Mechil, of Machal, of forgiveness. And it's very interesting to point out that that really what's Hashem going to do? Hashem is going to give Mechila to everyone. He's going to be Mochel for everyone, and therefore when it refers to Mochel with Tzadikim, the Tzadikim is referring to everybody. That really at the end of the day, in the future, everyone is going to be considered Tzadikim, everyone is going to be extremely righteous, and we're all going to be sitting in this circle. Okay? And he's going to be sitting amongst them in the middle of the Gan Eden. Each one of us, each all the Tzadikim, Mara Be'etzba'o is going to point his finger and point our finger at him. And this is our Hashem. We're going to rejoice and be Sameach and be His Yeshua. We'll speak along the second time. Hadron Allah and second time is for the Hadron Allah and Dajron Allah and second time is Dajron Allah and Lomas and Sheminah. Second time is for Lord, Sishin Sheminah, Allah Muhammad, Hadim, Allah and Asik. Hadron Allah and second time is for Hadron Allah and Dajron Allah and second time is for Dajron Allah. Lan nisn sheminach Masech Tanis Lo Sisn Sheminan Lo Bamadim Lo Bamadase Hajj Malach Masech Tanis Hajj Chalan Daita Malach Masech Tanis Daita Chalan Lan nisn sheminach Masech Tanis Lo Sisn Sheminan Lo Bamadim Lo Bamadase Yertom Benecha Adonai Eloheinu V'Lev Osinu Sheteit Harakal Menasinu V'Olam Hazeh V'Seyimon V'Olam Haba Chanini Bar Papa, Rami Bar Papa, Nachman Bar Papa, Achai Bar Papa, Abba, Mari Bar Papa, Rafram Bar Papa, Rafi Bar Papa, Sucha Bar Papa, Ada Bar Papa, Dor Bar Papa. Harev Na, Adonai Misteri Sarascha, Befinu, Befio Samacha Beis Yisrael. V'niyak Kulanu Nachman, Tzatzeinu, Tzatzeinu Macha Beis Yisrael, Kulanu Yodei Shemecha, V'lomdei Sarasecha, V'avai Takaminim, B'Tzasecha, Kid Elam Yili. Yili Yili Samim, B'Kutecha, Laman Lo Yosh, V'Olam Lo Eshchak, B'Udecha, Kivam, Chiyisani. Baruch Atah, Adonai Lamdeni Fukecha, Amin, 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 Salav Ha'ed. Modim Anachnu, L'Fanecha, Adonai Eloheinu V'Lev Osinu, Shesamta, Chalkim, Yoshvei V'Samidrash, V'lo Samta, Chalkim, Yoshvei Paranu, She'anu Mashkim, V'him Mashkim, Anu Mashkim, V'dvari Torah, V'him Mashkim, V'dvar Metilim, Anu Amin, V'him Amin, Anu Amin, Kam Tzchar, V'him Amin, V'inam Kam Tzchar, Anu Ratzim, V'him Ratzim, Anu Ratzim, L'chayim Haba, V'him Ratzim, L'va'er Shachash, Ne'emar, V'ata Elohim Toridim, L'va'er Shachash, Anshei Damim, V'remad Lo Yachtu Yemehem, V'ani Yavtakva, Yiratzom L'Fanecha, Adonai L'Hai Kashim, Shazartani, Messiah, Mesech Tanis, Kinta Azim, Haskell, Mesechtos, Sfarim, Acherim, Messiah, Mumul Lamin, Lishon Lash, times told the very song for Razev of Abba, Sus, Kola Tanoim, Ramoraim, Samdeh Tam, Yamod Li, Zari, Shilo Samush, Hatorah, Vitiu, Pi Zari, Vizera Zari, Adolam. This is Payim B, this is Antel, Osaf, Shakuka, Mishmar Alacha, Vakitosa, Sisicha. TV Yehuda Mecca, Yesidu Chashmos Time, Orach Mim Bina Bismillah, Osher Kavod Lanot Amaitina, and I direct some of Shalom. Etan.
As Rabbi Fuchs mentioned, and Dovid is a little bit more impressive that he did it all today. I just did the last 2.5 today. So I didn't have any time to really prepare a speech. I just finished 10 minutes before this started. So give me some credit for whatever happens, and if I mess up, just let it go. And when I stop talking, it's because I no longer know what I was saying. So there was a Mishnah in Masechet Sukkah that I did it with Rabbi Fuchs. So I want to thank, first of all, Rabbi Fuchs, who helped me, push me to do it today and help me do it. Also thank Rabbi Schneider for a little bit of what I'm going to say. Also, I need to give some thanks to Michael Goldman and Jesse Silverman. Michael Goldman, especially, he's a soldier now. He was my Shana Bet. I was close to him from Mosheva. He's the one that convinced me and Jesse to start doing this. Basically, what we did was 3 missions a day, every single day, starting from after Sukkot. I think it's one of the most amazing things to take upon yourself because it's so simple. Just doing 2 missions a day. Yitzi, I'm not going to give you a shout out. Whoops. Doing 2 missions a day, 3 missions a day. I did 3 missions a day. There was a guy, Sean Bet, who did 8 missions a day. My Musar Chavrusa last year of Tesla, who was in Merkaz Arav, his Chavrusa was one of the guys killed in Merkaz Arav. He was doing 18 prakim a day. So you choose what fits you best, but it's a very simple thing to do. It's a very simple thing to do, whatever fits you best, but it's very simple. You can finish Shashim Science. I know Michael Kahn said over his few years, however many years he was in YU, he finished Shashim Mishnayos also. So I think it's an amazing thing to do. The importance of it is, I was just talking to Porges, to us, about why is it so great. Every single thing that you're going to be learning in Gemara, whatever it is, all the topics are based off of Mishnayos. Everything you're going to be learning about it for people in my share who did Vidya Sapas, you don't know what it means in the beginning. Everything comes from the Mishnah. Everything, all the topics. If you know the Mishnah, you'll understand a lot more, and it gives you so much benefits you're learning. So now I'll just try to get to the Torah a little bit. There's a Mishnah in Sukkah that says, Amru, Kol Yumi Shelo Ra'a Simchas Beida Shoeva, Lo Ra'a Simchas Miyamav. Anyone who didn't see a Simchas Beida Shoeva regarding Sukkot did not see any happiness in his life. Not regarding specifically the Simchas Beida Shoeva, but just that idea. Before I got on the plane to come to Israel, my dad said to me, whenever you have an experience or an opportunity to experience something, never pass up on it. This is your 1 year, year and a half, 2 years, whatever it is, Dovid 3 years. 5, 6, whatever, it's going to keep going, hopefully. This is your year and a half where a lot of rabbis say it's your year to be selfish. It's your year to take upon yourself. You're getting to spend time away from home, away from the way you were raised, and it's like a little bubble, yeah, but you're in Israel, you're by yourself, you're getting to do what you need to do, what you want to do, and you can experience things. And way too many times, guys end up sitting in yeshiva all day. They don't go Shabbos here is great. In Shabbos, out Shabbos on in Shabbos are awesome also. But sometimes it's amazing just to go out and experience Shabbos. By far, for me, and I know of many other guys also, the favorite part of my year was one of the favorite parts of my year was going to a specific place on Shabbos. I would go to like an Israeli mechina, tzva for Shabbos with the sauna, so you can imagine how that was. There are many different things that I experienced over my year in Israel, just exploring the land, exploring everything about it, and just it's an amazing experience. And my dad always tells his stories from his year in Israel about where he went or all these things that he encountered. And it's a thing that you'll always have with you forever. That if you, I know Yoel writes it down every single night in his journal. Sorry, it's many guys do it. You don't realize it's a great, and he'll be happy in the end of it. But it's many memories that you want to look back on. It's an amazing year and a half. It'll be the best year and a half of your life, whatever it is, a year. You're always going to remember it no matter what. And to look back and be upset that you didn't experience as much as you could, I promise you it's not something you're going to enjoy. Taking upon that, it's not just about going for Shabbos. It's obviously, you can take this into learning. We're here for Israel for one reason. The main reason is to grow spiritually, religiously. In yeshiva, for me, I'm just going to be honest with myself. It didn't hit me immediately. I didn't come into yeshiva and be like, I'm going to learn all day. I'm going to stay extra during my free time and learn. It took some time. And it's unfortunate that we only have this year for some people who have to go back, or a year and a half even. 2 years still isn't enough. And it's unfortunate that it takes us so long to realize the amazing opportunity that we have in front of us. Just connected to this week's parsha a little bit. This was from Rabbi Schneider, so I thank you for that, Rabbi, who's listening in. Shifra and Pua, it says that they were Moshe Nefesh themselves. They didn't listen to Paro when he told them to throw the boys into the Nile. And what was their reward? They got batim. What are batim? Batim, it's houses, it's structure, it's protection. It's the same thing here. What are we doing here? We could just come to yeshiva and just do the Seder and that's it. And even if you put in the entire Seder, that's an amazing accomplishment for yourself. But it's always important just to put in a little bit more. Be Moshe Nefesh for yourself because you'll gain so much more. When you are Moshe Nefesh for whatever it is in life, now specifically it's about learning, Hashem's going to pay you back. Yeshiva's going to pay you back in a way. You'll gain this amazing appreciation for it. You'll gain an amazing appreciation for all your friends that are around you that are doing the same thing. You'll create the atmosphere in Shraga that we want to have. We want to have a family. We're yeshiva. This entire building is a beautiful building. We're here together as a yeshiva. And unfortunately, for me and many other Shana Bet guys, we're going back in a few weeks. Some guys sooner than others. One guy already left. It's crazy to think about that this year and a half is over for me and for other guys. And it's upsetting that we couldn't come closer. Obviously, I'm close to many guys, but you always want to be a little bit closer. You always want more out of it. So when you put it your all, and you give so much to the yeshiva, you give so much to learning, you're going to get so much back out of it. So I'm just going to finish. I didn't do it so in order. I'm going to finish from Suckim, the last mission. I'll start in the middle of it. Berach Birkat Pesach, Pater Et Shel Zevach. If you made a bracha on the Korban Pesach, you don't have to make it on the Chagiga offering. Berach Et Shel Zevach, Lo Pater Et Shel Pesach, Divrei Rabbi Shmuel. If you made the bracha on the Chagiga, you're not Pater from the Pesach one. Rabbi Kiva Omer, Lo Zo Pater Zo, Lo Zo Pater Zev. Either or is not close to the other. Hadron Seder Mode. Hadron Lach Seder Moed, Hadron Chalan, Data Chalak Seder Moed, Data Chalan, Lo Nishem Minach Seder Moed, Lo Nishem Minach, Loba Mada Hadain, Loba Mada Se. Hadron Alach Seder Moed, Hadron Chalan, Data Alach Seder Moed, Data Chalan, Lo Nishem Minach Seder Moed, Lo Nishem Minach, Loba Mada Hadain, Loba Mada Se. Hadron Alach Seder Moed, Hadron Chalan, Data Alach Seder Moed, Data Chalan, Lo Nishem Minach Seder Moed, Lo Nishem Minach, Loba Mada Hadain, Loba Mada Se. If not, I learned to the so I said, "If you don't call base Israel, we need nothing." Say to Enu. Say, "I am called base Israel. Kulan Yudei Shemekal and Teto Attack." My Vayta Kumeni, Mr. Vilsaka Kilo Am Hili Bitamim Bekukaka Laman Lo Yivosh Lalam Lo Shkach Bigudaka Kivam Kitani Baruch Atad and Ilam Dana Kukaka Min Amin Selabed. Odeh Ani Lefnaka and Ilan Valev Sena. Shamta Kalkim Yoshvei Base Midrash. Samta Kalkim Yoshvei Karanos. Shanu Mashkim Vehim Mashkim. Anu Mashkim Ludivei Zora Vehim Mashkim Ludivei Vetim. Ani Amel Vehim Amelim. Ani Amel Mekabel Skar Vehim Amelim Mekabel Skar. Ani Raz Vehim Asin. Ani Raz Lechaya Lam Abba Vehim Asin Libar Shachar. Shnemar Rotal Him to redeem Libar Shachar. I'm Shaydami Meral like to Yemeim Vani Takva. Yirtzom Lefnach Adonai Lenu Velev Seinu Shekashim Shaz Artani L'Sayim Seder Moed Kinta Azvinu L'Tfil Sejarim Acherim L'Sayimim Vilmod L'Almein Mitocher Charba L'Shmor L'Asod L'Chaim Et Kol Divei Talmud Torah Yava. Skut Kol Tanaim Talamdei Chachamim and Nizkarim B'Seder Moed. V'Chol Sfarim Shalamdati. Yamod Li Lizari Lizari. V'Lo Tamush HaTorah HaKdosha Mipi. Zera Azari V'Zera Me'atag Adalam. V'Kimim Bi Mikra Shekasu V'Zalakan Tanachel Swach. V'Shachvaka Tishmor Laka V'Akisotza. Kiti Shikaka Kivi Yerbu Yemecha V'Stifi L'Kash No Chaim. Barak B'Yimino B'Smal Asher Kavod and I Ozim Moitim and I back to look at Iskalav Zgash Merabah. Body back to Atili Kasdo L'Chaya Isayo L'Saka Yasun L'Chaya L'Ama L'Mivna L'Karta D'Yishalem L'Shachala Hifla B'Gava L'Amerika Palchana L'Kura'a Min Ar'a L'Aztava Palchana D'Shmaya L'Asrech B'Yamlit Shabrichu L'Machusei B'Karei Mishichem Chayechon B'Yamachor Chayda Gov Yisrael Bardash Makriv B'Mu Amen Yishmei Rabban Barak L'Lam L'Mei L'Mayi Ya Yisrach Yishabach Yisbar Yismam Yisnasei Yisadav Yisal Yisalash Megachab Yerchu Leilo Merkol Berchasav Yishayasah Tivish Berchasav Nekum Asad Yamram B'Yamav B'Mu Amen Al Yisrael Ba'abanan Ba'al Tamidayan Al Kol Tamidayan Al Kol Mandi Yiskim B'Reisa Diva Asrei Adin Kadisha Adin B'Di B'Chol Asar B'Asar Yehi Lavon Shalom Rabba Kina B'Chitza Rachim Yochayin Arikin Zon Rechev Kana Mekadam Magundi B'Shmai B'Mu Amen Yehi Shalom Rabba B'Shmai B'Chaim Aleinu B'Kol Yisrael B'Mu Amen Oseh Shalom B'Ma Pudi Oseh Shalom Aleinu B'Kol Yisrael B'Mu Amen